Hi guys, Sarah the Northwoods Stitcher here. Thought it would be kind of fun to film while my last video is playing, and then when this video airs, I'll film with that video playing. Happy New Year, guys. I'm a little crazy today. I am so excited about a new year and new stitches, but I'm a little overwhelmed with all the stuff that I got from Santa. I still haven't had time to play with all of my toys because I've been out shopping after Christmas sales. So I have a lot of stuff to show you guys, and I'm going to film this in little segments because I'll have to edit it all together. Once again, the craft room's blown up because I've just kind of been bringing up the boxes that we used, and I have to put away the wrapping paper and the toys that I have to play with. But let me start with showing you some of the things that I found in the after Christmas sales that I had some great ideas for, because I like to get multiple uses from something that you can purchase once but use in different ways. And one of the things I found that I needed, even though I make cards, we send out so many Christmas cards that we found we didn't have any this year. So I actually went and bought some, and I found these both. Yeah, I found both of these at Barnes & Noble. And this one is a little book complete with, it looks like the paper ridges on it. It's a magnetic closure and the cards are inside. But once the cards are empty, this is a great little gift box that I can simply tie a ribbon around, and then we're not wasting paper. So this will stay in the family, and I'm really excited about its size and shape. This is also wonderful if I wanted to keep my Christmas stamps in it and things like that. So that was a double occupancy kind of thing. Same thing goes for this box of cards. It's just a perfect little gift box once the cards are empty. So that was a fun find. Those actually go back downstairs now that I've shown you. I'm happy to report too that even though it's not cross-stitch related, those of you who've watched me before know that I did a Halloween or a haunted house model from a plastic, I think it was pink and purple dollhouse that I found at Goodwill. Well, I later found another plastic house at the dump house, which I will be showing you guys a video of in probably my next video, because a lot of people have been asking about this dump house and what it looks like. It's nothing special, but I will film this place for you, my little bit of heaven. So the latest plastic dollhouse will be turned into a gingerbread house. So in my travels of shopping after Christmas sales, I have found different things that I can use to decorate a gingerbread house with. I found some acrylic candy canes. I can see these standing along the side or edges of the gingerbread house, or even along the base of the gingerbread house. And then I found this odd tic-tac-toe game filled, well, maybe it's not a tic-tac-toe game. It's not, it's miniature ornaments. But I found these that I can use to decorate the outside with. They have little holes at the top so you can hang them for ornaments, but I can just put a little gem on either side to hide the holes if I wanted. That's an idea. So, can't remember how much these were. These were no more than $4. This was $2.20 on sale. I've got a fantastic framed box that I can use to house a Christmas stitch in. And I also found these little kits that have 3 Christmas trees, a beaded hanger, and a little wooden box shape that I can use. Now these Christmas trees, I was thinking about putting a stitch long and maybe mounting a Christmas tree in the base. Maybe a larger one and a smaller one so it doesn't distract from the cross stitch. Really excited about that. So this was $2.50. These were $2. These were both had at Walmart. So I'm excited to get some things framed up and organized. Oh, so what did Santa bring me? I've got to get stitching. Santa got me this, I think because we both fell in love with it. It's a full coverage by Sunrays Creations, and that is the Portland Lighthouse. It looks like a photograph. I am so excited about this. However, the pattern is, I don't know how many pages. And wait till you see the floss that came with it. Not one floss card, not two floss cards, but 6. This is worse than the wolves, by far. So, I don't know when I'll get this started. Santa did bring me the entire kit, so perhaps I can make it a goal to get it on a frame and at least make a dent in it. But it's an awfully exciting piece because I just think it's going to be phenomenal. And I can already say that those rocks are going to be the death of me. I don't think the sky so much, but the rocks in the water will definitely be a challenge. I may even have to start the parking method on this one. But this is Sunrays Creations, Portland Head Lighthouse. It's just amazing. And what a beautiful packaging. It comes with, well, extra skeins here even. But it comes with everything you need. The pattern information in a separate little packet. It's got a needle. It's got the fabric. I'm really impressed with how this was put together. It's going to be a lot of fun to get that kitted up. I also got something from eBay that I shouldn't confess to because my husband's going to be looking at this. I found another Aster Place. I guess I went down the rabbit hole with Aster Place. I showed you a couple last video. Maybe this will show up. It is a sweet stitch. I really like it. It is done on a black fabric. However, I may pull the threads out of this kit and match them up on a dark navy because I think this is really cute. But I want the birds to really pop off the fabric. And I think that light blue in there would look good on a navy. And it'll have the same dramatic effect with that white dove and the floral accents in it. That'll be fun to do. I hope those aren't French knots. We'll see. Santa also brought me a fantastic reference book. This I saw while I was at the retreat at Lakeside Stitches this past October. And it's by the Royal School of Needlework. And it's by Becky Hogg. And it's a black work book. Now this is spiral bound. And that's really wonderful because you can open it up flat on a table and stitch and read from the book. It's a phenomenal reference book. I'm so excited about this. Isn't that incredible? So it has different blackwork patterns that people use in certain shapes on a canvas or an Aida cloth, or even a linen. But it'll tell you a little bit about the shapes and the effects that they have when you're doing fill-in areas. It's really incredible. I'm so excited about this book. Look at this one. Now, just because it's called black work doesn't mean you can't do it in red work, or blue even. It's incredible. I'm so excited about this book. It doesn't necessarily have the patterns of what I'm showing you, but those are examples of completed works using the variety of stitches that they talk about in the book, and how the forms are created from the various methods of shading and the thickness that they use in the different threads that they choose. It's just, I can't wait to go to bed with this and fill my head with all of these designs and ideas. And it talks a little bit about the history of it as well. So I'm definitely recommending this. Royal School of Needlework, Becky Hogg, Blackwork. And I think this is probably an Amazon location. You can probably get it from a few of the local needlework shops if you ask for it. But I'm pretty sure that was found on Amazon. So that gets to go downstairs now. What I failed to tell you, and I'll have to show it in here in the video when I get the pictures done, because it's nowhere near completion. I can probably do it this afternoon. I've always wanted, ever since I went to a local needlework shop, I saw somebody who used an antique wood rung ladder to drape some of the yardages of cloths that were for sale over the rungs. And I think that also came from people who were using those antique ladders to display or keep their quilts and their blankets on. So I have a large guest bedroom that our German exchange daughter stayed in, and I was looking for an antique ladder, and I really didn't realize how expensive those were. I mean, $80, $100, and it's not like it's useful for using. You can't stand on them, they're that old. Some of these things I found were falling apart, but I kind of just forgot about it and thought, nah, I'm not gonna find one. Maybe that's not good, because splinters, and some of them were just so old, you'd have to sand it down and protect it, seal it somehow. Not good for a white cloth, perhaps. So I'm at the dump after Christmas. So this was yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I went. Yesterday morning. And it was raining and foggy. I was on my way to Augusta for another shopping hunt. And I found at the dump that the dump house was closed, but leaning up against the dump house, what would you call it? A bunk bed ladder. I don't know why I didn't see the bunk beds anywhere, but it was in perfect condition. Yes, it's newer wood, but I don't have to do anything but to clean it. So it was a bit dirty. It was rained on too. So I'm going to wash it down, put it up, and drape some of my blankets over that. It should suffice for what I want it. I don't have any room for it up here for some of my fabrics, but it'll do what I want it to do, and I'm so excited I found it. And it fit in my tiny little car, so plus all the way around. Also under the tree, I hope you guys got some stitchy things for Christmas. This was a mind blower. My sister, I was right about what was under the tree, did purchase a lot of little kits that were on my 1, 2, 3 wish list. She purchased so many. I think she either got my mother to do the same, or she purchased a bunch, gave them to my mother and said, wrap these up for Sarah. I have 10 Satsuma Street Halloween kits for my Christmas, why do I always do that? My Halloween tree. And she knows I'm going to do 2 of each. So I know she's going to have a Halloween tree at some point. How long is it going to take me to stitch 20? Because now that I have 10 kits, I have to do 20. These are just incredible. Now, I thought all of these were done on a black perforated. So I thought, well, I better look to see if I have any black perforated paper. Turns out I don't. And then it turns out everywhere I look, people are sold out of black perforated paper. So now I'm on a wait list. But I'm definitely going to be doing all of these. It's a goal to kit these up, well, kit one up, and then have like the perpetual bag where these are all going to be, look at this little guy. These are all going to be done eventually. 10. So of course, when I opened up that, I squealed a bit. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe the Portland Lighthouse. I'm done for a few years with that one. But now this is a real challenge. So I run up here looking to see if I have the black perforated paper. And I don't think I've shown you guys this, but this is my collection of perforated paper in the perforated plastic. That's quite a bit. And it's the only place there that it is, so it's not like I have another drawer full somewhere else. But I did go through this carefully, and I'm without the black. So I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that alert. Now the perforated plastic is called Crossstitch plastic canvas, and it's a 14 count plastic mesh. And a lot of different ornament kits come with perforated plastic, which is exactly like perforated paper, but it's plastic. It cuts the same too. It's a little softer than the paper, so it's easy to cut a hole. I have white and clear, and I think I have a brown in here. But I put all together because this is all similar stuff. And I've got silver papers, I have reds, I have browns, I have golds, I have white. But for whatever reason, I didn't have black. I think Satsuma Street single-handedly has caused the shortage of black perforated paper. What else am I to think? Once upon a time, and I don't know where they are. I haven't shown all of my cross-stitch ornaments because I haven't pulled them all out this year. There was a kit from way back when, and they were little Christmas shopping bags that you use the perforated plastic to make the 5 sides, because it was an open bag that you could put little things in. Perfect size for a miniature candy cane and a little bit of tissue paper. So I wish I had them handy to show you. But those were done with like a brown perforated plastic that almost like was like the same color as a paper bag. They were really cute. And I think they had some red and white. I have the kit or the kit chart somewhere in my collection. So I'm looking up at all my binders, wondering where I saw it recently. Maybe in completed stitches. That's another thing I have to do, is try to organize and make some newer binders to combine things so my headset is more organized when I go look for things. So a lot to do today. I'm going to put this on pause and then come back to you guys because I need to clear up some space. But I'm so excited. It's a new year, new stitches, new things to do. And I did also get some new things for the Halloween tree, and at the Christmas sales, after Christmas sales, what was one of them? I found black and white beaded garland at Walmart for half price. So I got some garland to go with the lights that are on the tree. And then of course they had the Nightmare Before Christmas ornaments for half price, which I do enjoy them, but I wasn't going to pay full price, which was $10 a ornament. They're Hallmark ornaments, and they're really cute. But I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I stitched some, if you remember me showing you those. I've got Oogie Boogie, I've got the Mayor, I've got Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Where's that? Oh, and Dr. Finkelstein. So the Halloween tree, these will be on the tree until I can get all of the Halloween stitches that I want to do, like my Satsumas. So I do have 3 Halloween trees. I can have one of just cross stitch, one of my store-boughts. It's happening. It's going to be another plague. It's this poor house. My poor sweet husband. But, oh, and before I sign off, Christmas morning, he was up at 4:15. Yes. So he wasn't very excited about Christmas. It was a lot of fun. All right, let me go get some work done. I'm talking, I'm babbling. So much to show you. Hold on. Back again. I have lots of floor space now. Well, I should say it's an improvement. I'm sweaty. I need to take a break. Found some more stuff I wanted to show you. Found my wonderful project bag that I got from Teresa over at the Crafty Grimalkin. So this will have all my Satsuma in it. This can go downstairs now. I think that probably makes project number 30 down there. Oh well. I wanted to show you guys my finish. Do you remember the little winter stitch I was working on? I framed it. Poor thing's covered in glitter. So this is the winter cross stitch. Oh, what a glare. And that is a cotton and twine subscription box from, was it October? No, December 2022. They said they'd release it this December, so it should be available. It is designed by Historical Sampler Company. And I don't know if that means Cotton and Twine has all the licensing for this graph or not, but this was such fun to stitch. And with that little subscription box, it comes with the frame, the entire kit. So you get the needle, you get all the threads, the fabric, and this frame is a plexiglass. So it's just very lightweight and wonderful. It's substantial. It's a good quality. But I really prefer this plexiglass to the weight of a regular glass. I think this is wonderful. And you can hang it or you can stand it. So it's very versatile. I wanted to bring it up because I have to still find a little house for it downstairs. Where is it going to live? I don't know. And it's going to be out probably till February because we have long winters up here. I think it's adorable. So that can go back downstairs. At least I'm getting my steps in. Up, down, up, down. I also wanted to show you some of the other things that I found in my shopping travels, all the clearance aisles. I still have more places to go. I'm very careful about ribbon because I have to be able to get quite a lot on a roll at quite a good price before I'll pick one up, only because I have so much of it. And I actually use it to tie packages together, but then when the package is open, I'm the first one to grab it, and I'll just sit there and roll it up while they're unwrapping a present, and I'll save it. But I did find in the Christmas aisle at Walmart, yeah, this was Walmart, and this was $1.25 a roll. It's almost like a Halloween cording, so I would use this to do some finishes with, and I picked up 2 because it's 15 feet of cording on each roll. For that price, I was okay with it. So I'm anxious to use this in some of the Halloween stitches. That has to go into my trim bucket, wherever There's quite a stack of them somewhere. And then when I went in the ornament aisle, yeah, I was well behaved. These little cuties were there. So they were regularly $1.98. So these were 99 cents because they were half price. So this is really cute because you can put a stitch in it. And if this is something that you don't like hanging in front of your stitch, you have the option of restranding or restringing it by taking off some of the beads. You can raise it up so it's not on your stitch. Or you can take off the beading and just put it at the top or the bottom of the frame. But it's really all done for you. I thought it was really cute for the price it was. I picked up 2 of those because I can do different things with it. And then I picked up 4 of these because these were only 50 cents. And I love the thickness because they can stand alone. Or I can make it so I can hang it. It's not too heavy. It's a cute design as it is, but it's handy to have these pre-framed things to cover up. I could make it two-sided if I wanted to. I don't think I'm gonna. I also picked up things to go on top, like little evergreen pieces from picks. I found, oh, I didn't get these on the table. I found these bells. So you got 4 sets. So the price was right at half price. It's just, they're adorable. And they're small enough to go maybe on the top of that. Definitely on some of the bigger frame pieces I have. I picked up 2 packages, so I have 8 of those. There was larger garland ties. These look cute on the top of frames. I have the skinny, now I have the fatties. Those are cute little ornaments, but those are also great accent pieces for frame stitches. I'm going to do a lot of Christmas stuff. And then this was $2.50 because it was $5 at Walmart. I love this because I can do so many things with it in different ways, and I can take these out because they're not glued. So that's a plus. And I can stick those little trees in it if I want to. I can stick the bells on it. It's a very versatile. I did get some ornaments. Little diorama with trees. It's a bit dark in this video. It's got a little deer in it, a little present, 3 little Christmas trees. I don't know why they did the back black. It's hard to see, but it's a cute little thing. And I think these were these 50 cents on clearance? I'm pretty sure they were only like $1.98 regularly. And lo and behold, floral wire because my house eats it. This will be handy. Because I needed another rubber stamp, like a hole in my head. That's awfully cute though. That's such a sweet little stamp because I can stamp this and color it with pencils or watercolored pencils, markers even, and it makes a great little card front. To accent the cards, over at Michael's, I found these beautiful stickers. Now these were 70% off, and I got 6 of them. So they were $1.20 a pack, something like that, instead of $3.99. Who pays $3.99 for that? Lots of people, apparently. I also found a site that could supply me with things I needed for my gingerbread house. So these are miniature little gingerbread cookies. These will probably go on the side of the house. Candy canes. Acrylic candy beads. Yeah, these are beads, but I'll use them to go on the house. And then some cute little gingerbread men. I'm gonna be busy. But on that note, I'm gonna go clean my ladder so I can get some pictures up on this video and show you guys. And I'm gonna bring down some of my cross-stitch stuff and make a pile on my coffee table that I did clean off, but I think it's lacking some projects. So I'm gonna pile some more up and see what my husband says. He might notice, he might not. And have a cup of tea, and then I'll be back and show you some more. It's dark. I'm sorry, the last parts of the videos were a bit dark too, so I've got a extra light here, so hopefully we'll get some better quality of picture. I've got my tea. I'm drinking from the coast of Maine. This is an orange tea with lots of honey. Just lovely. And I did find my graduation Williamsburg sampler. Now this was an Elsa Williams kit. I'm pretty sure I bought it from a cross-stitch shop that's no longer in existence in Harwich, Massachusetts on Cape Cod. It must have been from that store. I don't really recall. It was a long, long time ago. And I do know that I started it probably in the early 90s. And when I was stitching on it, I was stitching on it while I was in college. And when I finished it, I had no money. And I thought, this is really big. I don't want to try to frame it. I was just really stitching only for five years by then, maybe 6 years. And yeah, my dad framed it for me. So hopefully I put a 2-in-1 and showed you guys here. I got those pictures done though. And I did the pictures earlier of the ladder that I got from the dump. I'm so happy. I came back up here to show you guys some more stuff. One of you lovely people commented on the problem I was having finding a 6-count Ada to do these cute little placemats. I only want probably 2 of them, maybe a little more. Somebody suggested I try monk's cloth. So while I was at Michael's yesterday hunting for clearance items, I found the biggest tube of monk's cloth. I'm so excited. So this is going to be something that I'm going to put now on the floor so I step over it until I kit it up. This is ½ a yard. It's a 12-count monk's cloth. Now I think I will actually be using probably 4 strands, and I will go over 2 because I want a very large stitch. But I do have to do some counting on the actual graph to see if the hollies and the berries will fit. This was from a magazine I showed in an earlier video, very old one from July and August of 1985, just cross stitch. I don't think there's anything else in this magazine that interests me, but I'm excited to finally get this organized. Oh, wow, it's quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 colors. 6 colors. So that'll be fun to finally get out of the wanna do pile. And then the most exciting thing that happened, because I did clean the coffee table, yeah, you can only imagine, I found a missing project. Probably because it's not in a bag that I recognize to house a Christmas cross stitch. So I'm going to solve this problem. I had shown my collection of little dimensions that I wanted to stitch. And I think what I'll do is I will transfer all of my dimension kits, because I think there's a total of 7 or 6, into a Christmas project bag this being a divine piece that I found at the dump. It was actually a shower caddy thing, I guess. It had a hanger on it, and I actually cut the hanger part off. I don't need that. I just need a project bag. So I'm going to restuff all of the dimensions into that bag. So that's a Christmas bag. I've got all of these cute little kits, and that is definitely going to be a goal, that I do the little dimensions and I do my satsumas and I get them done. Oh hey, is that it? I don't have as many as I thought I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, well maybe 6 counting the tree. So that'll be something that I will organize. And I do have the extra perforated paper, so I'm excited, or perforated plastic, to do those on. Traveling on the web, I found, sorry for the noise, this little kit with these lovely little Christmas tree ornaments that you stitch on. So I'll include those in that little Christmas project bag. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 10 different trees, 2 different shapes. Now the holes are awful big, so I'll probably try fooling around with different pattern ideas. Maybe almost like a straight stitch going zigzag or something. And then I may add some sequins, beads to it, but I think those will make some really cute little ornaments. I thought initially of painting them as well, but I think the natural wood is what I'll stick with. You guys should see the needles they put in here. No. I'm not. They're plastic. It's probably fine, but they scare me. I've not had any luck with plastic needles. This is good stuff to do in front of the TV when I kind of have to pay half attention to something. Oh, itchy, itchy. What else is on my table? I've not stitched on the wolves, so I can't show that. I picked up some really cute little washi tape on clearance. I think this was over at Michael's. So it's a 5-piece roll of really skinny washi tape, regularly $5. It's very faint in the photo or the video, but there's one with little snowflakes, something that looks like clouds, and I would say a light tan that says Merry Christmas. Then a couple of types of filigree, almost a peach and a gray. So these were, I think, 70% or 60% off. So that was great. These are good when I'm doing the edges of cards. You could even put them on the edges of some of these little frames. That would be a really sweet accent, especially if I didn't want to paint. I also found these really nice wooden bases. These were at Michael's. Now these were, I wish I remembered what it was. I don't have the receipt. They were more than half price. They were regularly $1.99. I know I didn't pay that. But what I like about these, this blank slate, you can either do a little cross stitch, or you can take some of your leftover cording or edging that you use to do your cross stitches, and you can line them after you paint the base, and you've got a pretty cool ornament. I might use that gold paint that I have, or a silver, and do that. Maybe even washi tape. Depends on how small some of the cross stitches I come across that I'd like to do, if they'll fit or not. So I'll keep that in my little wood pile. As far as plans for stitching this year, I think what I've committed to is just to go with the flow. I'm going to kit up a whole bunch of stuff and take them out of my bin downstairs. I have like a canvas bin that lives on the laundry room table down there. Probably shouldn't. But then I can go in there and just pull from it and stitch what I'd like. So I'll be sure to have Christmas, Halloween, some spring ones. Oh, and then, well, then I have that turkey I never showed you guys that I have to start. So there's just a couple of seasons in there. And I'm not going to get stressed out about it. I don't think that's what stitching should be about, because I don't know what's coming in the new year. And we're bound to find new and wonderful things. New designers. We'll find things at retreats that we go to. We'll find things on FLOSSTUBE, because that's what FLOSSTUBE's about. We'll make our lists when we watch FLOSSTUBE, and then we just add to our piles. So I don't want to say I'm doing just this year and just go off the rails, because I'm going to go off the rails anyway, right? We all do. Oh, look at this cutie thing. I'm trying to clear up my desk so I have more space. I keep finding things. I'm like a crow that sees something. It's like, oh, shiny. I have these tiny little clothespins, miniatures. You use them in card making. You can use them to pin something to anything, really. But if you take them apart and you glue them back together in a funny way, you can make tiny little snowflakes. This piece, of course, came in something else. I think I got a couple of them from the dollar store. So I have 2 currently waiting to be painted white. I might do white and silver so they really pop. But I've got various little Christmas trees of different sizes, and I think if I like how they come out, that's what I'll use them for. Or they'd be really cute on the edge of a frame somewhere. And I really need to bring up that Halloween stitch that I did for, not the Halloween stitch, the stitch that I did for my husband. That's the reference to Silence of the Lambs. I found a death head moth flat silver piece that's now on the frame. It looks really good. So that was fun. I think I'll decorate more frames this year. That'll be my goal, to play around more with various things. And I also ordered, I think it's called DAS, D-A-S. It's a type of air dry clay. Now, I get a lot of frames from the dump and from Goodwill that have different marring on them. And I've always wanted to use a type of, you press it into a silicone mold and you can pull it out and let it air dry, just to add over the frame where the sections of frame just don't look good anymore. And then it's a way of adding dimension and texture to any frame, hide some irregularities on it, and you've got a brand new look to the frame. You can paint over this clay as well. So I'm really excited, looking forward to that. I found some weird price. I can't remember what it said. I think it was regularly like $17 for this poundage that I ordered. And for whatever reason, the algorithm in Amazon had it wrong, or had some sort of weird fire sale. So I paid like $3 for it. So at that price, I can get dirty and clumsy with it and not feel like I'm being wasteful. I don't know what I'm doing, but it'll be fun to show you guys what comes out of it. You'll be brave with me. And was there anything else I wanted to show you? There's lots, but I gotta go play with my toys. I haven't had time to really play with anything. And I think that's what I will do. Yeah, I'm gonna go organize those project bags. Hope you guys have a wonderful stitchy time. Happy crafting, and be safe.